Okay, so this is a crash course on how I practice music and what I spend hours doing a day. I'm going to take a look at the Ionian scale in A major. So this is an A major 7. And practicing over a single static chord is fine in terms of me trying to hear the, or get the scale under my fingers. But musically, we rarely play over a single chord, so I want to expand that. So what I'm going to do is take the first 3 notes of the Ionian scale, and I'm going to play them as chords. Which I've played over a million times, so maybe I want to rearrange the order, and today I'm going to play it as the 1, the 3, and the 2. Which sounds really good to me. But I also want a little bit of tension, so I'll add the 5 because that resolves nicely back to the 1. So I have 1, 3, 2, 5, 1. Hey, that's a 2-5-1. 2, 5, 1. Scott talks about 2-5-1s all the time. All right. And I actually just realized that. So it's embarrassing because I've started filming this about 6 times. And that's the first time that I've actually realized that that's a 2-5-1. So just talking through the things that I learned here is helping a lot. So I can play that forever, but that gets boring. And I really will probably sit down and play over this chord progression for about 2 hours. Intermittently throughout the day as I try to work through thoughts and just understand musically what's happening as I try to find my voice on the bass. So that would get boring to play over. So let's see what my other options are so that I can maybe have a chorus. So I can go verse, chorus, verse, chorus. So I have the 1, and I can play its relative minor, which is a 6. Because, they're kind of interchangeable. The 1 and the 6. They share virtually the same notes, so. So let's play the whole thing together. 1, 3, 2, 5, 1, 6, 1. Works fine maybe for the end of a song, but I like the tension of the 5, so what can I do to add some more tension in here? And Scott talks about this thing called a major-minor switch in the chords course, where you take a chord, you find its 3rd, and then you make that minor. So instead of going 1, 6, 1, I'm going to go 1, 6, 3, and see what that sounds like. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. It adds a little bit of tension. So let me, instead of trying to resolve that to the 1, let me take it to the 4. I like that. So that turns the chord progression into something like this. To me, that's beautiful. What I might do is take this 3, and instead of doing this big switch here, just play my 3 there and my 4 there. So let's add a little bit of rhythm and see what it sounds like. sounds like a song. Number 3. I think this is the 4th time through. Back to the 1. So let's just start with a major scale. So that was just the major scale played over that. Now, I was playing around with this a little bit earlier this morning, and so what I've decided to do, just for kicks and grins, is instead of playing the 1, I'm going to approach it from a 5th below and start from the 5, which is essentially the same as playing a mixolydian. So what I'm going to do is play the mixolydian scale over this. Then play the 6. Okay, so let me explain what I did there. What I've been playing, what Scott talks about is being able to play the scale above and below where you start, right? So I've got this 1 here, and so instead of playing it from the 1, I'm going to start from the note below it, which is the 5, right? So I've got a 1, I've got my 5 here, and I've got my octave. I probably could do it from here. But I like this. So that's why I just kind of moved it up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to where the 5 scale is for the mixolydian. So what I'm doing is I'm playing the A major scale, but approaching it from a 5th below. And instead of just playing it linearly, I'm playing it by stacking 5ths. Right? And then when it gets to my 6th chord, I'm playing the Aeolian scale, and then switching back to the major scale. So I'm kind of using those 2 scales together. And what I'll probably also do is try to throw in some pentatonic. Maybe some blues. And maybe some pentatonic. So we'll see what happens. And this is really how I practice. I take everything that I've learned and I just start breaking it in, breaking it down step by step. So let's hear it. I just flubbed my pentatonic, so let me go over those shapes again. Position 1. Position 2. Position 3. Position 4. How was that 5? I don't know, I confused them. Anyway. Alright, so let's try that again, and I'm going to try to layer the pentatonics over it since I messed up the first time. Cool, got it. 6. I just stumbled across a real cool lick there. I'm not even sure what I did. I need to go back and watch this again. But that's how I spend my time practicing. So once I got the vision of where the 6 was and how to take it back to the Ionian, and then adding the 5th below, which kind of gives me this Mixolydian feel to it, and then weaving in and out of the pentatonics and the different fingerings. That's how I get my creativity in terms of what I practice and how I approach my studying of the bass.